if you're wondering what's going on in the Hilton Head and Bluffton real estate market, you're in luck because we're going to learn about this. This is Real Estate in the Lowcountry, and joining us is the Reed team of Charter One Realty. We've got Andy Reed and Carri Fuge. Nice to see you today.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
So let's discuss the ever-changing market. You're seeing different things on the buying end and selling end. What does that look like right now?
Well, speaking from the buyer's side, I mean, obviously interest rates are higher than they were, so that has an impact on buyers. I mean, they're still historically low, but compared to the last couple of years when they were close to 4, it's, it makes a big difference on what the payment would be. And it's when it's not getting a mortgage, just the inventory is still low. So finding what they want, we have so many people that are looking for specific things. And when they come on, you might have several people that jump on it, so you're still sometimes having a bidding war on the properties that come on.
Has it calmed down at all from, what we were seeing maybe a year and 2 ago where, you're having, multiple buyers coming in and really getting into it?
Yeah, I would say that was the norm at that point when it was the frenzy to have multiple offers and people were doing no inspection, paying cash, sight unseen. So I definitely think from that comparison, it's definitely calmed down.
Okay.
I would add to that a little bit, because this is a tremendous seller's market, or it was for a long, during that, what I call the COVID time, but it's still, with the inventory still being historically low, it's still a seller's market. And so from a seller's perspective, it's great. I would say that one of the weird things that when this crazy COVID push of the real estate market, people would say, we had low inventories then.
Right.
But yet we were having record numbers of sales happening. And people, they were like, how can that be? If you don't have any inventory, how can you have all these sales? Well, like you said, a lot of stuff was coming on the market and a lot of it would go immediately. So it never could build up. So it just always looked like there was a low inventory.
Right.
Now, since we've moved kind of past that COVID era, the amount of sales, big generally speaking, is not like it was. But the inventory is still low. And I think from a seller's perspective, it may be that, and I'm trying to figure this out, but it seems to be that the amount of sellers is not what it was. I mean, a lot of people maybe were waiting for a great market to sell. A lot of people bought during that time, and there's just not as many sellers. So we're not having as much of as the number of sales may not be as crazy as it was.
Right.
But it doesn't change the fact that we still have a low inventory. It's still a seller's market. And if you price something that's priced right and in an area that people are interested or desirable, you could have built up demand and multiple offers still. And, so that's still, it's still pretty solid.
And there's only so much land and places to live between Hilton Head and Bluffton. And this area is so unique because it's such a desirable market. People coming in from all over the country to live here and retire here. So it is interesting how you talk about the inventory and the low inventory and of course then the rate at which they're coming on and moving.
Right.
You do have a listing right now I want to make sure we talk about. So walk us through what is on the market right now.
So we have a villa in Sea Pines in Carolina Place. It's listed at $699,000, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's got a great lagoon view. Carolina Place in Sea Pines, it's one of the first communities when you go in through the gates. It's got its own pool, or the community has a pool and tennis courts. It's a great area, and to be able to get a 3-bedroom in Sea Pines under $700,000 is rare.
Yeah, absolutely. So a great opportunity for somebody who is looking to get into that neighborhood and have that kind of space is wonderful. What would you say for somebody who is interested in maybe taking a look at their own home right now? If you're in a spot and wondering, is this a good time for me to sell? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're here for. We'll go to people all the time. I'm doing it right now, just giving people an idea of where the market is currently for their property. And a lot of times sellers, they have certain timing issues they're working on. But again, overall speaking, it's still a good time for sellers. It just is.
Yeah, so might not be the frenzy panic that it was during COVID, but
it's still pretty good.
It's a seller's market and you're in a good area, so that house is gonna go. I think it's great to get a chance to sit down, chat with you, and sort of unpack what's going on in real estate. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching Real Estate in the Lowcountry. We'll be right back.